Yeah, it's really strange because it's never been done before. Like, I mean, all
They
this
tried
stuff
to
has
make
been going on for...
Encyclopedia Britannicas, they've done that, but you know, they're all huge sets of books,
Oh, yeah.
and
Well, no one reads them, so...
they used to be the source to go to for all information that someone needed to go for school. You always need to go to an encyclopedia, right?
Yeah.
To get some information. That's what I had to do back whenever I needed to write a term paper of some kind. But these days, all the data you need is right there on Wikipedia. People don't trust it, but it's there.
But we
for
all
you to
source
go.
it anyways.
Yeah, it's sourced, and you'll get an F for doing it because teachers hate sourcing it, even though the information is credible, or mostly credible. Only as credible as the authors, and then, you know, but you know, it's one of those things that, if done right, it is going to be the future of information and knowledge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like the sum of everything we know right there on a website that we can collectively just look into and edit and realize. It's one of those things you could like, oh, it's huge.
They had that in Star Wars.
Star Wars? They had a wiki in Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Don't you remember Wiki? No. Wiki Wars? No. No, they had a database like that had like the knowledge. I remember that. Going into the star system.
In the Jedi Council, yes.
Remember the star system?
If it doesn't,
yes. Obi-Wan went to find a planet and it was missing.
Yes. It doesn't. It's not there. It doesn't exist. And yes, and that if that happened, that something like that happening, that is just devastating, you know, because that can happen in Wikipedia too. Because if enough edits overwrite a certain part, just no telling how much information has been missed, you know.
Yeah, especially if us as a culture get to the point where everyone trusts Wikipedia, and that becomes our knowledge storage base.
I don't know if it's we always trust as the place, but it is a place to go to
Or
get
something
the
like
basic, credible knowledge of what is a summary of what it is we need to know. There'll always be other sources.
Oh yeah.
May not be credible either, but it's where a place to go that you can trust to find the path that you need to go on, you know? That's what I feel, at least. I mean, a lot of people think Wikipedia, like, sucks, that it's not credible, but it's all about how we put it or make it. It can be great or as horrible as we make it. Yeah. And a never-ending process, of course. So that in itself just makes you want to, like, oh no, I don't want to categorize the ancient Egyptian language again. And then, of course, it has to be translated, and then those translated articles have to be updated along with the original articles. It's a big mess.
You know how the new version of Mac, the Leopard version, they have timeline, so you can see every previous. I think if they did that to Wikipedia, every time something's updated, you get a.
Yeah, that's something they could probably took from wikis as well, because you can. It's always saved. It's always backed up in some way, unless it's deleted completely and.
Yeah.
And by then, even then, only admins can see that. And admins on wikis are the trusted people that you can see data. One of those moments of like, what am I talking about? All right, so PCs aren't as good as Macs. Is that it? Or
Ever since I switched over to Mac, I hate PC.
Because
they're not cool.
Like,
if you like the you know, the freeware programs and stuff, it's just like easy to download. You download the program. If you don't want it, you just start it to trash. PC, you don't want the program, you have to go into the whole system,
uninstall and there's files left behind. They can corrupt your system, and they have to find them and fix the corruption. And there's a more customizable feature or feeling to PCs in that you can do anything with it because it's free coding. And Macs, you could probably do the same, but it's more limited because a lot of people don't make for Mac. Or a lot of people don't know the coding, I think.
Well, in that case, yeah, but it seems like there's more freeware programming for Mac.
Yeah. a lot of, well, I try to find programs like to make things like music or some art programs or just games in general. You know, I try to get this game, I'll just random topic change here, but I try to get this game called I Want to Be the Guy. And video gamers around the world just love this thing because it's a tribute to all things cool and awesome in a collection of video games, but it's one of the hardest games you could possibly play. It's a 2D platformer, and basically everything around you is out to kill you in complex ways, and you have to die thousands and hundreds of times, basically, to know every possible way to get out of these puzzles that want to kill you.
Donkey Kong went like that.
Yeah. But it only does not play on Mac. I mean, that's why I brought it up. See, I managed to go back to the original topic. It's the I Want to Be the Guy is only made for Windows, and at this point it is only in beta. So maybe eventually it can be made for Mac, but thus far it's only for PC or Windows or whatever you want. But
you know, I guess it's more of like the simple things that like. I can just tap the corner of my screen and all the windows spread out, and I can choose and pick which one I want. I go on PC and then I tap this corner, nothing happens, and then you have to go like show desktop or whatever, which is a lot harder than just tapping the screen. I mean, it's not like a huge issue, but it's the simple little things that.
So you know how to do it really well in Mac and not in PC, pretty much.
Yeah, well, I know how to do it in PC. It's just more time consuming. It's not tap, you know, easy. File, click, PC.
You know, Mac being more user friendly, there's less steps to take.
More natural.
Yeah. It's hard to get into it if you've been in PC mode for a while to go to Mac, but once you get it down, it can be pretty simple and very easy.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those cool features.
Plus, you don't have to worry about viruses. I mean, they say there's a chance that there's viruses.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's always viruses there, and there's programs can mess up, and like, what is going on? Thankfully, thus far, the only problems I had with my MacBook are, you know, like corruptions of like errors within the program. They closed down because like, what the heck just happened? We can't take this data, and that's really all that's happened thus far, and you know, I'm thankful for that because in PC I always had to worry about you know, phishing programs or spam, malware. I had this ad blocker set up in my PC and always taking things out and always cleaning up. It would take like a full hour to go through things and try to clean up the system through every file that was corrupted by this whatever it was. And even then, the thing was, it took even after the cleanup was done, there were files left over that it knew were corrupted, but it didn't know how to take care of them. So those stayed, and it corrupted more files in the long run.
Yeah, there was always, like, even with like Norton antivirus, like it would like quarantine the problem, but it didn't know what to do with the.
Right.
Obviously, I don't know what a Mac program would do if it found that, but it doesn't find anything. So.
Right. I mean, if we were tech people, PC wouldn't be a problem. We know what the issues were. We could go into the directories.
If we were tech people.
And we're not. We're just using the computers to whatever we want. You know, our art, animation, speaking, texting. That's what we do. We don't go in there. We don't code it to different things. You know, we don't make our keyboard type in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We use it like regular keyboards. That's messing with the coding. But we just use it. We don't tech it. And that's why I think that people that do know how to code like that are godlike as well.
Oh yeah.
Along with watchmakers.
Yes.
You know, that's
precision right there.
To get it all done, to know it, to get it just right. It's good stuff.
But we're not all watchmakers.
Or tech people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.